What's up, Internet? So, yeah, went grocery shopping. First time going grocery shopping myself since I've been back home. Um, I'm excited about uh, some of these properties I've seen for sale. I definitely want to get one a little outside main town for, 150 bucks. Any property in town that's less than $100,000 is destroyed. Some people want a ton of money for the worst properties. Holographic money is supposed to fix that. It's an auction, so if nobody wants a property to be a part of their stable list, like you can have 10 properties. So if nobody wants one of those properties to be a part of their stable list, then it's going to go down in auction value. And so, like, most people in this time would be able to win a 1 year spot auction. And that would mean 100 years of ownership. They wouldn't have to pay taxes. They wouldn't have to worry about it being taken by a lawsuit. A lot of people, they're not suable and they did nothing wrong until they have a lot of money, until they can be sued. And then all of a sudden they're doing all these things wrong. And it's a problem with the law. It's a problem first with money being a slave hoax. It's printed at your debt and taxed with no ordinary source for anyone. The government makes money up out of nowhere and it wants you to owe them back for it. It's just a scam. It's as much of a scam as someone like you. So yeah. Anyway, I had unlocked my Ford earlier and it has a weird key and I accidentally left it outside. Fortunately, no one messed with it. Um, but yeah, I noticed that like the ground was dirty. It shakes. I'm going to replace the motor mounts. I believe it's the motor mounts. This particular vehicle isn't known for engine or transmission problems, but it is known for like mount problems. The mounts are like kind of delicate and they're rubber. So if the rubber gets like corroded over time, then it's going to need a replacement. So yeah, I'm going to replace the motor mounts, which doesn't cost that much. All three motor mounts cost like $60. Um, and then it's another $30 for the jack because you have to hold the motor up a little bit. And then all the wrenches, you need a torque wrench. I wish you could just like make it tight, but that's not enough. You need to have you need to know exactly how tight it is. So I have a torque wrench. And then I have a few extensions and like things like that. So yeah. And then I got a good deal on a camping battery. I want my 12 volt to be uh, I'm cooking onions. I'm cooking a whole onion. uh, Onion is frying and it's making me cry a little. Uh, yeah, I have two 12 volt auxiliary. I have one that's a cigarette lighter and one that's a dedicated 12 volt power supply. So uh, I figured that will charge two batteries. This will be the small battery for the back, and the big battery will have plugs and stuff. Yeah, just like it's cool being able to charge your stuff with solar or auxiliary power by driving. Because, yeah, the energy you expend to move campsites will actually totally recharge your supplies. And you can leapfrog it, like take a big battery and then hook up all your little batteries to that. And so as the big battery charges, it fills up the little batteries, so everything gets charged up. So that's pretty appealing. Um, I almost bought a steamer, but I decided not to just because I wouldn't use it for so long. Anything I can't take with me, I'm not going to buy anymore. Um, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to keep my big scooter. It's fun, but I think I'm going to go with a unicycle, get a little rechargeable unicycle, so I'll be able to zip around town that way. Um, yeah, the onion. Um, yeah, I bought the star wrenches. They call it Torx. I think that's what it's called, Torx. It's a star-sized screw, so I can take the seat out, get rid of the passenger seat. I'm going to get rid of the passenger seat entirely and make that whole area something else. Yeah. You know, if I have a passenger eventually, he can sit in the back and hope. For all the years and decades I've been wearing seatbelts, I haven't used them at all. You know, well, where did they, like, cars used to be invincible? They'd crash into each other and nothing would happen. And then they made crunch plating, so now the thing collapsing stops it. So it's like squishy, but with metal bits, which I don't know if that's better. I really don't know if that's better. So yeah. Yep. Got some storage, a couple stickers. Got the Windows stuff, the runoff Windows stuff, the ShamWow that makes your windows not collect dirt or water. I got that stuff. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not sitting in my house with almost $5,000 anymore. I used to be sitting with just so much cash so I could buy a vehicle. And now I have it. Yeah. I have no assets that can be taken in a lawsuit. Yeah, the minimums are protected. If you have things like fancy properties or stuff like that, yeah, they can be taken in a lawsuit. Which I don't really agree with, because the government prints the money at your debt and taxes it, and then the government, which should provide things like legal stuff for free, doesn't. The law is not free here. They all charge. The court charges. Courts have filing fees, you know. So money is printed at your debt and taxed, and then everybody needs some to survive. The reason the money is a problem is because it's created at a vacuum. It's created in, you owe this with taxes for me making it. And that itself is a slave hoax. That's just a prank. It's like God says, cut your kid's dick off. It's that type of fuck you, you know. They don't care. Can you imagine a chimp howling that he's God? He's not going to go like, is everyone feeling okay? He might say that so he looks good, but he doesn't mean it, you know. Elon Musk gets billions in contracts and handouts, and then he blames people living paycheck to paycheck. Elon Musk is accusing people who are tens of millionaires when he's a billionaire in government contracts. The money for Elon Musk's companies doesn't come from sales. The money from Elon Musk's companies come from government contracts. The government pays him because he's used social media to look popular. I know where to pay because I'm a real content creator. They'll tell you. If you give them money, they will make your numbers look good. Yeah, there's even a tier when they offer you this. It's like at a certain point, I think it's like $1,000 a week. You have bought friends. You'll have people who look real who aren't, and who pump your stuff so you look popular. Oh, hey, all my stuff that I do gets a secret boost. You know how Jinxie's dad picks up his mail for him. It's nepotism. It's the barnacles on the way to the pedo cave. The reason the money is broken is so you're a slave. You know, no girl will do you a sexual favor if she has money. But if none of them have any money, and you have all the money, now every girl is potentially your partner. And they know that. And they broke it that way on purpose to do that. So, yeah, the boys can go off and die in a war. Waste the men's time. Cut them and freaking make them do stupid shit. So, yeah. I didn't have kids because it was clear I wasn't the right class. Oh, I have a really cool idea. I have this paint peeling, and I was going to get this white replacement paint, but instead I'm going to spray paint it black, and then I'm going to color it over with the holographic reflector. So my car is going to be like a cow, but where the black spots, it will look like a cow. My car is going to look like a cow, but where the black spots are actually rainbow holographic stars inside. Yeah. Do it different. Yeah, one of my tires is going a little flat. I gotta fill it up. I have this thing. Like, this thing can fill up a car tire. It has tons of PSI, right? And all you do is you charge it up right there. Way useful. And this is like the USB-C solar revolution. It's not quite there yet because there's no vehicle that can take power from solar. Japan says they're doing that. I'm really looking forward to a super efficient van. It's like, I don't care if it goes 55 miles an hour. My scooter goes 50 and it was $1,000. Can you make a van that goes 70 miles an hour for $3,000? You don't need, make people buy seats. Yeah, just sell the van empty. You get maybe a driver's seat. What driver's seat do you want? Like, a lot of these people making cars right now, they have like the basic package is bloated, and you don't get any money for taking it off. Like, if you're buying a what's that brand? One of those brands. It's a I can't remember what the brand is called, but it's the nicer cargo van. They have an option for a swivel front seat, but they also have the option for no passenger seat. Selecting no passenger seat doesn't save you any money. They don't bother with a money deduction because you didn't have a passenger seat, which sucks. So it's like, yeah, the vehicle with a cargo back costs about $5,000 more than the vehicle with absolutely no back whatsoever. It's just a trailer head, right? It's just a trailer head and an empty flat thing you can put stuff on top of. That only costs $5,000 cheaper out of like $60,000. So for no back. So yeah, I mean, it's like, I think everything they do is overpriced. If I had an edge in the vehicle market right now, it would be for a solar light van. Yeah. It would be for like a movable pod. And definitely the tires can't be air tires. These have to be things. I had these off-road tires you never needed to inflate. Yeah. So this month I'm doing the engine mounts. Probably because I'm not driving it anywhere. Probably next month I'll do the fluids. The month after that, I'm going to try to give it a lift kit, which is going to be crazy. The lift kit itself is like $100, so make it 2 inches taller. And then right before I leave, I'm going to get it big wheels, like just big off-road wheels. Yeah, it's not all-wheel drive, it's not four-wheel drive, but I've taken two-wheel drive vehicles off-road before. It's definitely possible. And I'm not a big snow driver. I'm not really into that. Yeah, snow. The cold sucks. Yeah. But right now my car is loud because it needs the engine mounts fixed. A lot of people, the vehicle's not known for motor problems, but it is known for engine mount problems. So I have to get the engine mounts fixed. My vehicle is made in Turkey. Yeah. Nobody makes my vehicle except for Turkey, pretty much. So I've often said I like Turkey. I've never been, but Turkey always struck me as like not barbaric and actually a fairly decent society. That's how they struck me. So I'm not surprised that it's like a car I like was built there. Some other people were celebrating that I'd gotten it. They like it for me. Yeah, they call it a dream car. It is pretty cool. Yeah, everyone who had the motor mounts replaced says it drives like new, but one of the challenges is I need a torque wrench. I need to set some bolts exactly at 33 pounds and other ones at 66 pounds. So, yeah. I wish it was just do it by hand. Just make it tight. I wish. That would be too easy, right? So, yeah. That's my project. So, Yeah, but stuff like this is awesome. USB-C rechargeable, compact, super. This is a super. I can refill my tires with this. I don't need to go to this massive air pump at a gas station, and pay a few cents. I can just do it with this tiny thing. And that's where I'm going with like engine sizes and batteries is can we take the car and make it a lot smaller? Like a good size metal container, and then you can choose afterward your aftermarket parts. Do you want a liner? Do you want carpet? Do you want seats? You can choose that after you pay for those things one at a time individually. um, Selling these like super furnished like ultra plush vehicles is too much for me. I'd rather have something smaller. And then when it's smaller and lighter, you don't need so much like crunch or safety. The thing will have fewer big accidents. So yeah, I'm excited about painting it. I'm excited about fixing it. The motor mounts are going to be fun. Definitely more than I've ever done. The most engine work I've done is like spark plugs, which on the car I did it on was quite a lot. You had to take quite a bit off. Um, yeah, if you get into car stuff, there's so many tools you need. I got a jack that's pretty compact. Be able to hide it. Yeah. I have not been able to figure out how to roll down the windows. The door has no window roll down button. And I hope the parts work. I think they will. We'll see. So anyway, that's my story. Vehicle vlog. I'm super excited. I have calmed down a lot. I was shopping for a vehicle for weeks and weeks, and I have relaxed a lot. I think it's going to be a lot better, but it does need a lot more work. And it took a while of saving. $4,400. I had to put some aside every month for a few months to be able to afford that. I stopped drinking energy drinks, stopped weed, stopped alcohol. Weed, alcohol, and energy drinks gone. It's like $500 a month at least saved. So, yeah. But everything I'll be getting is stuff for moving out. Eventually, too, I want to get solar and put like a hole in it so I can have solar panels glued to the top. That would be cool. Yeah, I got a bunch of tools and like a tool organizer coming. Yeah. I have until July. So hopefully all the mechanic stuff I have to do is hopefully just on my end. Hopefully I'm like, I don't even have to do anything else. You know what I mean? I can just let it sit and work on it piece by piece to get it really nice. It has a lot of good work done to it already. Like a lot of the pieces on it are brand new. And he did say the guy who sold it was pretty nice. I saw his family. He trusted me a lot. And the things he told me before were accurate. You know, he didn't lie about anything else. But it does like vibrate weird. And he said it's the motor mount, and I believe it. Because there's no check engine light. And all the other ones, a lot of the people complained about that one issues. It's the motor mount. And it looks old. I know he hasn't tried to replace it because it hasn't been replaced before. So yeah. That's my story. This month, in the past 3 months, we're about looking for a vehicle, and I finally got it, and it's registered, and I have insurance. And the first parts I'm going to fix are on the way, including my first set of tools. So we'll see how that goes.